Hey guys, welcome back to AI, the Somnium Files, Nirvana Initiative. Let's carry on where we left off. We've just uncovered the reason why Jennifer Away made his sudden appearance at Studio Nirvana yesterday evening. It wasn't some sort of divine intervention, nor was it supernatural phenomena like teleportation. No, he was just lying across two ceiling beams waiting for his body to soften so he could come sliding down and make a dramatic entrance, of course. We're going to interrogate Shinpei, the director, formerly known as Yakuza B. He's at the Maid Cafe, Sunfish Pocket. It is late at night, but here's hoping we can still catch him there. Our limousine is on the way. I'm the fanciest police detective in the district. Maid Cafe, Sunfish Pocket, 11:30. It's still Monday. Oh look, it's a mommy. She's on the wall. Look at this place. So many tables with just one guy sitting there, waiting for service. There he is.
There he is.
But dramatic music cue there.
Ah, shit!
Don't tell me you are guilty of something. Whoa! Jinpei, what the hell?
Damn!
What are you doing? For all you know, I just came here to get some egg fried rice. Charge him down. That's a bit drastic, no? There's people here and everything. You actually fired. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, nice dodge, Ryuki. Don't just stand there looking shocked, guys and gals. Get down. Like the one with the pigtails there. Whoa. Oh, right under our armpits. 3 times you shot at me. I'm gonna remember this when I kick your ass. R1. Whoa. Oh, damn. Nice front flip kick, Ryuki. Worthy of your name, Dragon. What the hell was that all about?
Firing your gun in here? Are you insane?
There's civilians and shit. What the hell? How desperate were you?
There are customers and staff in here.
At least there were. They're gone now.
My bad.
You're bad, really? Are you serious?
An apology is not gonna cut it.
Like, how'd you even know I was coming for you?
Several people have called the authorities.
As well they should.
The local police should be here soon.
Jesus.
Hey, can't you just let me go?
After shooting at me 3 times like I said I'd remember?
What?
I told you, my girl's pregnant, right?
Well, you should have thought of that before you bloody unloaded in the middle of a restaurant.
I can't go to jail!
Sorry, save the pity party for someone else.
That's why I accepted his offer in the first place.
Whose offer?
I needed money to take care of my kid.
Okay, well, now you're gonna have to take care of your kid behind bars, genius.
Accepted whose offer?
Some guy named Terror.
Terror. Nice double meaning there.
I don't know his real name. Haven't seen his face or heard his voice either.
Is that the person that's speaking to us? Like when we had to answer the spoiler questions?
All my contact with him was through Nile.
What did he ask you to do?
He said,
He said shoot 3 times at a guy who comes to Sunfish Pocket. Like a lunatic. I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th, before you start preparing for the stream. Do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked. That's all. I'll pay you 5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th. Okay?
so me and the staff haven't met this Terror guy at all.
Alright, well I just came to question you. You didn't have to shoot your gun. You could have just, like, apologized to me and given it to me straight. It's not like you know, committed a huge crime or anything.
I don't know what happened in the studio either.
You know? It's like, damn, I got caught speeding, so now I'm gonna shoot at the cops that are chasing me. Like, by committing a more drastic crime to cover up your smaller one, you've just dug yourself in a deeper hole, genius.
I had no idea that was gonna happen.
Come to Class 3A at Sekiba High. You'll get your money there.
Class 3A at Sekiba High.
Why there?
Ryuki!
And why at this time of night?
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, you better get out of here too. Maniac? Sekiba High, 11:55. It's still Monday. I hope we're not going to find a body or anything. It looks like we found a body. Oh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, Chikara. What the hell?
The director of Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Attached to the blackboard even. Not on the floor. We can't see the incision side. There's no sign on him.
Chikara Horodori.
Was that now a message for me, or was it for Chinpei?
No way. It can't be.
What the hell? I knew it had to be a body because it's like, it's 11:55. We'll start the next chapter. Here we are on the Tuesday. Nothing to be done. It's the 12th of February now. Ikume Shrine, 10:15 a.m. Looking a bit arid now, isn't it? Even though it's winter still.
Mr. Date told me about this shrine.
Yeah?
This place is so full of nature. Just like Yoyaki Park.
I'd argue this place is more natural than Yoyaki Park.
It's just calming here.
I see.
Tama, would you mind giving me some support?
Yeah, do you mind just taking a 3D data copy of this place so I can enter virtual reality whenever I want? And I'll just, like, chill here at night sometime.
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about Chikara's murder.
Are you sure you're okay, Ryuki?
Shouldn't you know you're in my eye socket? Also, I saw another half body.
What do you mean?
I feel like all of this has been taking a huge mental toll on you.
Seeing two corpses like that, you know? It's one thing to see a corpse. And you're like, okay, I can try and solve this. Seeing half a body in such a bizarre fashion, even worse.
I'm fine.
That's a Stepford smile if I've ever seen one, Ryuki.
More importantly, can you recreate the crime scene for me? I just need to close my eyes, right?
Yeah, I just want to investigate it without, you know, Kagami or whatever his name is around there.
Yeah, but...
I messed up, I said his name right. Damn it, the joke doesn't work.
Fine. I'll play along.
Thank you.
You are technically my master. I can't disobey your orders.
Good.
Thanks. Let's start then.
Hit me. We're back. What can we learn here?
It's perfect. It's just like the real thing.
Not to mention that yesterday was a national holiday. Today, school's back in session, right?
I learned how to do 3D modeling in a correspondence course.
What?
Back when I was a student, my grandma told me I should learn a skill set.
Okay, who are you trying to pretend to be? Because you don't need to study, and you don't have a grandma. Okay, this time around, we're not going to be able to walk around, we're going to explore. Don't know why we couldn't just do this, like, as soon as we found the body, but sure. Let's start. Monitor. I suppose now we've got all the time in the world. It's a monitor used for class. It's a blackboard. There's nothing particularly suspicious about it, other than the fact there's a half body hanging off it. The students' desks. Nothing that might lead to a clue.
Ryuki, can you not rub your face on it?
I'm not even rubbing my face on it.
I'm not!
There are lockers lined up here. Nothing suspicious inside. A teacher's desk. There's nothing suspicious about it. No X-ray mode this time around. All we can really examine is the corpse.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered,
Because, what, we relinquished him about, what, 8:30? And he was found 3 hours later. 3.5 hours later.
that would make it about 4 hours ago.
What?
So, around 8 p.m. on February 11th. Right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Okay, sorry, that's when we met her. I think we synced with them about 7? They worked fast.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you.
What is it?
Will you hear me out?
Well, yeah, I've got no choice. You're in my eye socket.
What?
The thing is,
You better be serious.
this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as you started being all serious and whatnot, I knew it.
What?
Ryuki, you should appreciate that. Weren't you asking, like, that other half-body statue if you could bench press?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it.
Your joke had no heart to it.
But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
This is why AI is going to take over the world. They don't care about us humans.
Looks like there aren't any other clues here.
The reason the corpse is on the blackboard is because it doesn't have internal organs anymore. The open space inside the body has a lower pressure than the outside. It's similar to how suction cups work. Okay, that's a bit of a grim detail. Thank you very much. That's enough Thomas trivia for today. Cool. So basically all we learned was that his body was pinned to the blackboard
Satisfied?
because he had no guts, and he was killed around 8 p.m. Indeed. Thomas standing there, or so it seems. About the null message Terror sent Jinpei.
I think he was lying about the money.
You think?
Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
You mean he wanted Jinpei to find it?
I mean, someone was going to find it eventually. It's in the school.
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police.
So he knew he was talking to me?
Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Jinpei.
Or he was watching. From a distance. Is Terror the culprit?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Well, sounds like he's trying to tear at the seams.
Just who is this Terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
I was just thinking out loud. It was a rhetorical question.
It can't be Tokiko, can it?
Well, no. Although I guess she could have ordered his death, but there was no way she directly killed him.
Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
It's like she's always got an alibi, suspiciously so.
Yeah, at the very least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
Yeah.
But something has been bothering me.
Unless there's two Tokikos.
I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow.
She cloned herself.
Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon.
It's always the right half, huh?
As if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
I mean, you're not too far off.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's possible.
What about the security cameras at Sakiba High?
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious.
I mean, Gen knows how to get in without being on camera, right?
Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sakiba High is completely lacking.
Well, we don't have a lot of leads, do we?
In any case, let's go see Tokiko. I have to talk to her.
Hopefully she's in the office.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Okay. Well, what happens after I'm satisfied? Does that mean you're gonna stop backing me up? You're supposed to back me up forever. I'm your master. You confessed that. Oh my god, that car on the right, that detail on it. Nice Japan branch, it's 11:20.
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
Suspicious, if you were expecting me.
What do you mean?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Yep, that's the symbol. I suppose that's like welcome back. Ah, my eyes! Oh god, there's a big window here.
The symbol of NICE, the non-upal X.
Yep,
There are 4 unseen X's hidden within.
really?
They represent the truth of the world you live in.
Huh.
That is yet another meaning inside the non-upal X.
It's Mamoru, Tokiko's secretary and bodyguard. Why the sunglasses?
These aren't sunglasses.
Oh?
It's a fairy's black bra.
Right. So your eyes are breasts.
What a degenerate.
Anything suspicious about Tokiko?
Not really. She's a kind woman.
Yeah.
But I obviously wouldn't tell you even if I did know something.
I thought you could trust ABIS.
As her secretary, it's part of my job to protect her secrets.
Mamoru is an excellent employee who faithfully fulfills his duties. I have complete trust in him.
Good on him.
I'm honored to hear that. I respect you from the bottom of my heart as well.
Well, it sounds like he's happy in his new job.
Gag.
About this room.
As you know, this is the president's office at the NICE Japan branch.
I always hate when dialogue starts with "as you know." It's like such an exposition sort of quote, like "as you know, last week when we were both trapped in the cellar or whatever."
The world is full of rubbish.
Right.
Such things should all be washed away. That was my thinking when I designed this room.
Well, I fucking love your office, ma'am. If I ever become a CEO, this is exactly how I'm going to design it.
You designed it.
Yes, the flow of water cleanses one's heart, just like the flow of time.
The flow of time cleanses one's heart, huh? Time does heal all wounds. Jin's right half didn't teleport.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport.
It was just an elaborate magic trick.
It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible.
I can't believe I even entertained the idea.
We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program?
Bollocks.
Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
Yeah.
Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa.
Yeah. And Santa Claus.
I'm sure there are people who'd like to believe in these things. And there are groups who profit by making people believe.
Do you profit by making people believe?
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding.
Oh, sorry. I guess my simulation program's kind of glitching a bit if I'm unable to understand what you're saying.
We of Nyes have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon, what was written on the signboard, it all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video.
She looks and sounds so bored every time she says it. I told you we didn't make the damn video. How many times do I have to repeat myself?
What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place?
What was the purpose of your Bats 490 video?
Are you saying there is some message urging people to join Nyes in it?
Maybe. Have you cracked any code in it? Surely you've watched that video more than once. About Chikara's murder.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
How did you know?
Yes, I know you have an alibi.
You were talking with me.
We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death.
At least this version of you, because I know there's a clone of you somewhere out there.
But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of Nyes. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Exactly. Murder by proxy.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
No, I'm just thinking out loud. It was a rhetorical question.
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
I don't know. You hate him.
Well...
Who needs a motive? You're a psychopath.
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Exactly. It's a war between organizations.
Their order and Nyes are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps Nyes and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations.
Yes.
It is true that Nyes and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another.
Really?
Both organizations believe in the simulation theory.
I guess one just believes aliens are running it, and the other believes a god is.
In that respect, we are comrades.
Uh-huh. Do you know someone named Chinpei Wagai?
No, I don't.
Then do you know about Terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes.
His name's been on the news?
This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
But what? What do Nyes and the Order of Percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what Nyes believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world.
Mm-hmm. Do they want to hijack the program?
But they wish to remain imprisoned within it. Forever.
I see.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
I'm a cop. I don't play such video games like GTA.
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go. An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
Yeah.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone,
You can wreak all the havoc you want, and, well, there's no lasting consequence.
then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
So they think the consequences that take place in the simulation here are of no consequence.
That's why they want to live here forever?
And that's why he was trying to capture immortality, right, Chikara?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
Exactly.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
I see. About Chikara's research on immortality.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth.
Why's that?
Eternal youth is a lie.
Okay. Every time you make like a poignant statement like that, you gotta make the symbol with your hands, huh?
By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense.
That is what I said.
That is clearly false.
Clearly. Well, I'd like to see some proof.
The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter.
But just a thought?
The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
This is a pretty lengthy simulation. Let someone leave it running.
But there's
Blast.
no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
So, it's like Schrodinger's simulation. It's both a simulation and not until someone opens the program.
No, there is plenty of science to support it. The holographic principle, theory of relativity.
Well, like everything seems too perfect, like how Earth is in the Goldilocks zone of life, and all these laws of physics that have to be obeyed as if, you know, it's hard-coded into the program, I suppose.
The measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Measurement theory. The processing speed problem.
Say this world really is a simulation.
Well, like, draw distance.
Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right. However, there is no need to calculate every phenomenon.
I suppose you just have a set of rules and principles and let the algorithm take care of the rest?
Only what observers see and experience.
Right. So you're saying, like, you know, deep under the sea, there's no need to load that stuff. So it's just a blank canvas until somehow we get the ability to go down there and explore. Is that what you're saying?
Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed.
Right.
For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave.
God. Oh, God, it's just so interesting and fascinating.
Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce.
There's so much in this world I have no idea about. I mean, it's good. It's probably good for my mental health.
The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Lag.
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
Right. Let me explain the double slit experiment. Oh, I don't know. Hearing it from you, Tama, there's probably something dirty about it. We shoot a ray of light toward a board with 2 slits, with a screen behind it. This causes the rays to be distorted to look like stripes. This is because the light has the property of a wave. Then, what would happen if we shot light molecules one at a time? The light molecules will show up as a dot on the screen. By continuously doing this, the stripes reappear. Why is this? The light molecules are only being shot one by one, so the board shouldn't have an effect. The next part of this experiment was done using a detection device to see which slit the molecule went through. This caused the stripes to disappear, and only 2 lines appeared on the screen. Isn't that interesting? When it's not being observed, they appear as waves. But as soon as you try to observe it, they appear as lines. This is the gist of the detection problem in molecular theory. Okay, well, a lot of that went over my head. This is a bit too complicated for me. But let's ask about everything else first. The holographic principle?
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before.
I have. That is why it's called a black hole.
Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a 3-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its 2-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface.
Sorry if I don't talk too much during this segment. I'm trying to process it, but my processing speed is failing right now.
Let's take a character from an action game, for example.
Thank you. Layman's terms.
When that character falls, you may think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world.
No.
Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
That gravity doesn't exist. It's just code that we animate ourselves falling?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle.
Oh, it's evolved.
It has already been mathematically proven.
Wow. That's a nice watch. Wait, the Swedish philosopher's claim.
I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans.
Yeah.
Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world?
In this world? Probably not. No.
And by this world,
Of course.
I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Statistically, yes. Statistically, we're probably more advanced than a lot of people, too. It's just a lot of fiction has us as the ones that are the smartest. Sorry, the dumbest. And we're the ones getting invaded, though I suppose if they're technologically inferior to us, they're not going to invade us, are they?
Well, somewhere out there, probably.
I agree. Taking that into consideration, we're left with 3 possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality.
Okay.
2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason.
For some reason. We don't know why.
3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation. Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds. rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
I mean, from a fictional standpoint, you are right, Ryuki. If we're going to pretend like you're in the real world like us, I don't know.
Yes.
Additionally, a simulation in the real world may be a simulation itself. Kind of like a Matryoshka doll. Just so you know, I'm not saying I believe the simulation theory. The simulation theory isn't too credible because of this Matryoshka aspect. Right, where does it end? You know? I'm getting sleepy. This is too complicated for me. That's a nice watch.
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
What? I suppose all of those, like,
In any
to
case,
signify my brain
there is
drifting?
no denying that the simulation theory is true.
Well, you make a good case.
But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality.
What do you have interests in, then? Surely I've got a file on you by now. She's 53, the president of NICE Japan, a believer in simulation theory. She sincerely believes that the world she lives in is fake and was created by someone. She has no interest in living a long life in this world. And Mamoru previously worked under So Sejima, but now is the secretary and bodyguard of Tokiko Shigure, the president of NICE Japan. Not the best personality, but is loyal to his employer. He dislikes testosterone.
Because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
What if it takes too long? What if it's beyond your lifetime? Then what?
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide.
Exactly. She probably thinks, actually, I need to fulfill some certain conditions before I die to emancipate myself.
Though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Careful what you wish for.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Really?
We are living in a false world created by a program.
So you're just going to restore yourself from the recycle bin, is that it?
Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles. Like reincarnation.
Okay.
Or even...
Alright, crazy face?
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Like Jin Furuaway? Just to kill him again? 6 years later?
Has this woman lost it?
What was that for? Yeah, I think so. Did you see those bug eyes of hers?
Ryuki, you were right. There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
She's psychopathic. She killed the statue for no reason.
Yeah. Let's check with Wingsync.
It's Mamoru, Tokiko's secretary and bodyguard. An absolute pervert wearing a black bra on his face. Here we go. What are you hiding, madam? Show me.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
Damn it, why can't I see who this is?
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through Wingsync.
Our guard is way up.
Then...
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind.
Oh, that's gonna be a ball of fun.
Using a regular sync.
Can we call her in? You're coming with me down to the station. Abyss HQ, 12:25 p.m. Here we go. She's been drugged up. Ready for a simulation within the simulation? She's strangely
Ryuki,
cooperative.
Just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Yes, I totally didn't have to fight off that bodyguard and 50 of his brothers to get her back to Abyss HQ.
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
No, I meant from boss.
Oh, I need her permission?
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
Hopefully she's not been cut up into pieces and stuffed into a vase.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
Yeah, it's better to ask for forgiveness anyway.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, well, you're the guy who betrayed Abyss a couple months back, aren't you? So, you know what? Shove it up your ass, you hypocrite.
Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
Yeah, well, you try sleeping after discovering another half body.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you...
But I what?
Fine.
I'm MPD, okay? I will solve this case.
I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
Sure. Let me just cross my fingers behind my back. Here we go. Where is boss anyway?
Look, Ryuki. Please just don't cause any problems.
Wouldn't dream of it. She's probably got like a black abyss for Somnium anyway. Nothing there.
You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Totally. It's not like I want to, you know, secretly take over Nyes and become its overlord.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
There we go. What do you know, Tokiko? Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Are we gonna be aboard a UFO? God, it's so bright in here. Her office before she installed the waterfall, I see. Damn. I thought it was lagging for a second.
I wonder if this is the Nye's president's room. It's really white, though.
It is very white.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for Nyes.
What?
Where the hell is this coming from?
Ryuki, are you okay? Sometimes I worry about your mental health. Quite legitimately thinking you do have a bipolar disorder.
N!
Okay.
Because, you know, sometimes he'll just burst out into his cheerful half-might monologue or whatnot. You know, like, where does it come from? And then other times he's legitimately shocked and seems to be carrying a lot of baggage.
And not that I know why.
A!
Angry.
I'm really pissed off.
Incoming.
X.
X!
Xmas is my favorite day of the year.
Shingu River Ray.
Oh, there.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray. The Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
You read that pretty well, actually.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess.
Well, there doesn't appear to be a lot we can engage with here.
Somnium scan, activate!
I am curious what we can learn, though. Mental lock 1. The pond, not a river. 2. Outside. 3. She's sitting at her desk. Only 3. Stare into Tokiko's abyss. Ha, of course they used that word. It seems like Tokiko was threatening someone. By peeking into her mind's abyss, you might discover something. Unfortunately, sometimes when you stare into the abyss stares back.